how does Mythical plan to accrue token value beyond speculation? Is there something cooking? Is there something in place?
Consumers are buying the token for utility, right? At the end of the day, honestly, they don't care if the token's 10 cents or $10. They just don't. They're buying $100 equivalent so they can go get their favorite player, so they can open another pack, so they can get an attachment to a Pudgy costume, right? So you have an audience now that is basically buying regardless of price. They don't sell, and they just are generating more transactions that are burning that token. So supply is getting more and more and more rare, right? I think we burn 7 or 8 million tokens. At least 1% of total supply already has been burnt, never coming back, right? So you suddenly have a token now that is getting used every single game that you add, every single player, every single feature you add is creating more deflation on that supply while you have an audience that's going to buy it regardless of price, right? We have an amazing long-term economic model on how this goes. More games, more deflation. Long term, I think we've nailed the tokenomics. What we're working on now is what is the shorter or midterm economics, right? So we are generating a lot of fees. We're thinking about things like buybacks, right? We're thinking about things like treasury protocol fees. I love the idea of having value of the direct consumer end up going out to token holders, right? I think that's interesting. I think that's fascinating. We just got to make sure we do it in a regulated way. We're not playing the hype speculation game. We haven't really played that. I don't think that's the right thing to do. The biggest challenge we've had is a liquidity play, right? It's hard to buy the token. And we are working very actively. In fact, we have a brand new head of Web3, a guy named Duncan, who's joined us. That's all he's thinking about now. How do we get more liquidity in the token? How do we get more exchanges to list that token? How do we do more around staking mechanisms and things like that that benefit short and midterm? Because the long-term economics, I think we've nailed.